It's it's inevitable. Every time I release a video, I keep getting feedback. Why don't you do more? I love 13-week theater. Why don't you do more? You want to know why I don't do more? This guy right here. Yeah, it's Donald Duck. I know it's Disney, but here's the thing. This is from a video that Disney does not hold copyright to. It's from a cartoon called The Spirit of 43, which Disney produced as World War II propaganda for the U.S. government. And because it was done for order for the U.S. government, there can be no copyright on it. Just like there's no copyright on the designs on our coins because they were made by the government. But it still didn't stop when I did my recent live stream of classic cartoons, all of which were in the public domain, by the way. It didn't stop someone, not Disney, someone from claiming this little guy. And only about 30 seconds of this one shot, it was claimed by a company, I'm not going to name them because I don't want to give them any publicity, who releases cheap knockoff videos of public domain cartoons. And this is an example of YouTube's broken copyright system. I only just now recently made the live stream available again for people to watch because this one freaking copyright troll company who do no creative work of their own, except maybe shelling out money to produce really freaking cheap Blu-rays. They do no creativity. And yet, they would have claimed all the revenue, or at least my share of the revenue. YouTube doesn't give a shit because they get their share of the revenue either way. My share of the entire 2 hours would go to this company. The entire 2 hours would go to them for 30 seconds that they don't even own. And the problem is YouTube's system is broken because they let the copyright trolls police themselves. Nobody from YouTube ever intervenes. If you appeal a content ID claim or one that's done by hand, YouTube says, okay, hey, company that just claimed this shit that you don't own. Or, hey, company who just claimed shit that's under fair use, did you make a mistake? What do you think the company's going to say? They're going to say no. Now, every single episode of 13-week theater that I've done, all 60 of them, I have spent more time fighting copyright trolls and fighting companies that ignore the fact that fair use is law, and fighting YouTube, who refuses to enforce fair use and lets these companies just police themselves, than I do actually producing videos. And when you consider that it takes all the free time I have for about a week and a half to do a 15-minute episode of 13-week theater, not even counting the research and writing that has to go into it, I spend much more than that fighting. Just because some people want to cash in on other people's work and other people who use other people's work or companies. And you can see them at the end of the credits of any of my 13-week theater videos for the past year and a half, starting with the Joan Rivers one. I started compiling a hall of shame of companies that I've had to go balls to the wall with. It gets very frustrating, and I don't make a lot. Most months, I don't even get a YouTube payout. Right now, I love my Patreons. They're getting me 63 bucks at the moment per video. And I do appreciate that. But I put a lot more time into them, just producing them, and then having to fight. So I'm not saying I'm giving up. No, I'm not going to give up, but it makes me a little less likely when I start the week to go, should I do a 13-week theater this week? Should I prep for another live stream of interesting stuff? It makes me eager to say, no, it's probably not worth it. And who gets hurt in that? Not me, because I get to rest. Not YouTube. They don't make enough off of me to give a shit. It's the fans who suffer, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I don't do more videos. Maybe I will. But YouTube, you've got to fix this broken system. You have to enforce fair use. You have to disarm copyright trolls. When you get an appeal about something that's clearly listed in the public domain, you have to tell this company, you've just lost your content ID rights. Or you make these bigger companies live by the same exact small creator rules that people like I do. Yeah, I get erroneous content ID notifications all the time. I put up some episodes of a show that I did with some friends years ago called The Idiot Box, which was public domain TV. And I get notifications from other people who upload uncut episodes of those shows that we did, not duplicating our Idiot Box material, but just uploading the same episodes, and I just archive them. But I have to do it by hand. It'd be a lot easier for me to just sit back and say, hey, fine, send the revenue my way. But I can't do that. So that's why I don't do more videos. All right? Sorry. But that's the way it has to be.